Good afternoon and welcome to ATN Society Watch. This is a program where we spotlight societal issues, give them a collective attention, and work towards solutions that make society better for everyone. Today on the headlines: outrage, Lagos seeks rape survivor after viral TikTok video. Sexual abuse, police nabs suspects over attempted assault on minors. Murder, police nab 4 vigilantes for killing and robbery. Crackdown, EFCC arraigns Abuja couple over 740 million naira fraud. We're open for sponsorship of this program. Jingles and advert placements, news and events coverage, personality, society, and political interviews, product service promotions, and commercials. Watch us live on www.atlanticnetwork.tv, Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Connect with us on ATN socials. Subscribe, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X, at Atlantic TV Net. We're going on a short break, and when we return, I will introduce our guest, and we will dive Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Joining me on the show today is Ms. Atinu Paul, a social activist and a public affairs analyst. You're welcome, Ms. Atinu.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. All right, let's go on ahead. We have a very disturbing one this morning to begin with, Ms. Atinu. The Lagos State Police Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, has appealed to the public for help in locating a TikTok user, Mirabel, who alleged she was raped in her apartment by a stranger. Her viral video, which sparked the hashtag Stop Raping Women, detailed how the incident reportedly occurred on Sunday, February 15, after she took medication for insomnia and lost consciousness during the attack. Mirabel also claimed the alleged assailant later contacted her on social media, admitting to the assault and issuing threats. She shared screenshots of the message and in a follow-up post revealed she attempted suicide but was rescued by a friend and is currently receiving hospital care. Reacting to the development, DSV Executive Secretary Titilola Adeniyi Vivo said the agency is working to locate the survivor to provide immediate support and intervention. The agency urged anyone with credible information to come forward, assuring the public that all reports are handled with confidentiality and urgency. I watched the clip of this very young woman yesterday. Oh, I listened to her. She couldn't sleep. So for some time now, for her to be able to sleep, she's high, because that's the only way she's able to sleep. So that's very was for some was a morning. So on reaching out for the door and then opening, she saw that talk to her got her day. She got a message from a strange TikTok user who first that he was that raped her because he has asked her out on 2 different occasions and she refused his request. And then at one point, she had to pay boys to stop all the Okada riders who were going to carry her while she was standing waiting for her, to stop them from he could have to speak to her. So because he was unable to get her attention, he decided to rape her. Even telling her not to even bother doing anything because his father was rich and then he was going to bury the take a bit of what this young man sent. because voice to stop and you are going to wait talk to but some scared if I take out the clothes tie tears that dropped down your eyes when you gave up and stayed still was so satisfying. But anyways, your body is, oh my God, amazing, is an understatement. Despite being slim, your body was so soft and wow, so bombs. No me. And even have the money considering your situation. You are feeding from hand to mouth. So money make man the pound. Why being amazing in the and we would date, I'm sure you would have forgotten by then. And I love you. Don't see me as a bad person, okay? You turned me down twice. You don't know how much I spent to find your location, and you turned a whole me down. Bye for now. Do you know the most striking part about this report, Miss Atino? Before, in the process of this young man raping this very girl, according to the girl, I guess her body was too tight. So the guy had to use a face blade. The face blade looks like a knife, but it's a blade that has a handle to tear her body. According to him, he did that just to get stimulated. So she was raped. Her body was cut. She got a cut even when she wasn't. We know cuts are, we know we have cuts with women who find it difficult pushing out big babies. And then this is a young, innocent girl being caught by a young man just to have his way. What do you make of this report?
Wow, this story leaves me speechless. Like I saw the story last night on Facebook and on TikTok, and I could barely follow it. I could barely follow that video to the end because it sounded so traumatizing. Like I was trying to put myself in this girl's shoes, and I could just imagine the kind of pain and trauma she had to go through. And to even think that the criminal, the person who did this, is contacting her and saying that this kind of things is absurd. And I think if this person make use of TikTok, this person could be found for a young girl that someone wants to just make useless of. And I don't understand why a human being, flesh and blood, would think to do this to another human being. The society is really messed up. Society is messed up. And then each time we say these things, and then when these things come up online too, like I followed that story on TikTok, and I was looking at her comment section, and all the things that some people had to say that were not even nice at all. And it shows that we keep enabling these people. Some people are already saying she's lying. Some people are already saying why should we listen to someone that was drunk on alcohol? Some people are saying all sorts of things. Like, what was she putting on? Maybe she has that, and now, or maybe she ate, so we're not even ready yet. And this has happened to this young girl. Right, because she stays alone, and she does not have anybody to help her. But we quickly forget that anybody can be in such situation. If you are a man, you can have your sisters, your daughters in such situation, and even males are also get molested, even though not much of it is reported as that of the female. But this is too much. And just as we were saying, the court that was given to her, I know how, being in the medical world, I know how women struggle with this court. And they are even giving medications. They are giving medication to help them bear this pain when they are giving this court, before they get stitched and before the court and before they get stitched. But in this case, she was unconscious and did not even know what was going on. So I can imagine when she woke up, the kind of pain she would go through, plus the psychological trauma that has been left with her. And that's why she wanted to end her life. I can see why she wanted to end her life. So we have a very long way to go with things that are happening in this society. My concern is the way people are reacting to this thing, meaning that we have some people around that can equally carry out this kind of thing, living everywhere around us, because they are showing themselves clear in the comment section, saying all sorts of things, blaming the victim, and even saying that she's lying without investigations being properly carried out. People are already saying she's telling lies, which can even be more demoralizing than what has already happened. So I think I am saying that this person should be found by all means, because if the person can make use of the TikTok account, this person can be traced. I feel like this person can be traced.
It's fine, Miss Atino. It's really pathetic, you know. You mentioned the comments, the people's reactions in her comment section. I mean, I actually saw them too, and I felt really, really bad. We have a young woman who was right in her own house, in her own space, and then she is raped in her own house while she was sleeping. And then she gathers the courage, summons the courage to come out and talk about it, and people are bashing her. Some are saying she is lying. And then tomorrow, when similar situations come out and people decide to keep quiet, we still tell them to talk about it. Why didn't you talk about it? Why did you keep it? And now we have someone talking about it. And some persons are already tagging her a liar. Others are saying a whole lot of horrible things. It is quite pathetic. If the Nigerian young women are not even safe in their own houses, then where are they safe? Where are we safe? If security is not even sure inside your room, then where? Let's move over to the next report. The Nigeria Police Force, Niger State Command, has arrested a 40-year-old man, Jafar Mohammed, also known as Dan Lami, over the attempted sexual assault of 3 minors in Kotangora local government area. Police spokesperson SP Wasiu Abiodun said the suspect allegedly lured the girls aged 6 and 7 to an uncompleted building in the Dadin-Kowa area under the guise of giving them candy. One of the children reportedly raised an alarm during the incident. Neighbors quickly intervened and ensured his arrest before handing him over to the police. The suspect has since been transferred to the state's Criminal Investigation Department in Mina for further investigation and possible prosecution. What is a man as old as this doing with 3 underage children? We have the ages as 5, 6, and I think 7. And then he tried using candy to lure them to sexually assault them. What if the child that raised the alarm didn't do that? What would have happened? 3 children at once. What do you make of this report, Ms. Paul?
Another pathetic one. Just goes to see that there are human beings that shouldn't even be among humans. Because minors, we are still talking about rape on adults and how if it is now to minors, not 1 but 3, luring them with candy. And I'm so sure this person has been doing this for some time and he has mastered the art. Because this cannot be the first time. For him to know how to be able to lure these children. And it may also be in the same area. For him to, it is planned out. He knows that uncompleted building and has already planned what to do. Has been monitoring these children to see when he can lure them to that place. So society is really messed up in such a way that we really need help and we need to be careful. But we cannot even be careful enough. We cannot be careful enough because the people are just everywhere. People are everywhere, and not every parent. Because we would say, where were their parents? Where were their parents? Not every parent is there all the time. We will have to go to the market, we will have to go to work. Maybe the children will come back from school alone. Life in Nigeria is being like that. Though we are calling on parents really try and make out a way to watch over their children so that this kind of stories will reduce. We've heard of children even getting missing. Their parents will not find them ever again because of this kind of things. So the situation of the country is not such that parents will be around all the time, even though we are asking that it should be like that. So the person that carried out this kind of has really been doing it before, and he's hardened. Assault, sexual assault on minors is something that is really evil. Really evil. He's destroying the life of children. That's a way of destroying the life of children, and getting them traumatized, and it could even lead to death. So this person, thankfully, he was caught. These sort of stories too should go viral. Let everybody see it. And let everybody know what was done to that man. And the man has to be punished according to the laws. And I
Okay.
think the law should be more strict on people that assault minors,
Okay.
sexually assault minors.
Mm.
There should be very strict laws on them to give a kind of punishment that will no punishment will actually be worth it, because um, someone's life will be
Mm.
cut short, someone will be traumatized for life. But at least some sort of punishment that will when someone looks at it, person would have to think twice before attempting to do such a. Parents should please be more careful and looking after their children. I know that it is not very easy right now, but parents should just try. Children should not be left just on their own without anybody watching them.
All right.
If an adult, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for that analysis, Miss Atino. It's really so bad. I mean, the perpetrator of that crime should be dealt with. Justice should be done to the case. It shouldn't just be buried. They should met out the punishment that is due for him. So others who plan to do same in the future will take caution and resist. On to the next report. Police in Niger State have arrested 4 vigilante operatives over the abduction and killing of 32-year-old Umar Bingel in Kontagora, Bijel. Bijel was reportedly seized while returning from the market after selling his cattle and was dispossessed of his motorcycle and 1.5 million naira. Investigations led to the arrest of 3 vigilante members who allegedly confessed that the victim was killed by another group led by a suspect identified as Dan Baba. The principal suspect was later apprehended and reportedly took officers to the scene where Bingel's body had been dumped in a pit. Police recovered the victim's motorcycle, locally made guns, Dane guns, and live ammunition. The suspects are expected to be transferred to the State's Criminal Investigation Department in Mina for further investigation and prosecution. Ms. Atino, in this case, we have a situation where the vigilante members who are supposed to protect the people are now the ones preying on the people. Those who are supposed to guide you are now the ones harming you. What do you make of this report?
Another pathetic one.
Mm.
Like you said, people that are supposed to protect the people are now harming the people, robbing and even killing. It's really sad, because what do we do? What do we do if the people that are supposed to protect us now turning around to kill us? It shows the kind of decay, kind of moral decay that has taken place in society. Now, vigilante is not something new, and is supposed to be for security of lives and property. And I know these people undergo training, and because around where I stay, I've seen a group of people putting on some kind of uniform, and they always come for trainings, they come for meetings, like that place is their office. And I know that they are training them on how to do these things better. But you really cannot know the mind of human. And to think that they did it as a group, not like one person conceived this and tried to do it. did it as a joke, attacked somebody, killed him, took his valuables, including his money. So it goes to show that within them now, they may just have gang of criminals, gang of robbers, planning on how to attack the people they are supposed to defend. And innocently, someone would pass because ordinarily, you know what their duty is supposed to be, to do security checks and ensure that there is peace and safety in that particular area. So one would just walk freely in there, think that he or she is safe, not knowing that these people have planned out ways to rob or kill them. So it means that this whole idea of vigilante should be checked. But this is not the first time such stories coming up anyway.
Okay.
This is not the first time. And sometimes when such groups are organized, I think each area, each state, maybe each local government, they have the way they train and they bring up these people to support the police force and other security agencies. But we see them gradually beginning to harass the people they are supposed to protect. See them beginning to rob them, just as it has happened in this case. So I don't know, should it be scrapped? Or should be done? But I'm thinking that something should be done. I'm thinking that something should be done because the vigilante is useful.
Yes.
Corruption has now been found in itself. In as much as their name may have been stained in one or two crimes, there are times also they have done good.
Yes.
So yes, it should be looked into, and maybe more strict measures should be used when they want to engage people.
Okay, so in this case now that we cannot conclude that all the vigilantes are bad, we cannot throw away all the eggs because of one bad egg. How then do we separate the bad egg from the good ones? How do we take out the weed from the crops? Do you have any suggestion? What do we do? How do we stop this menace from reoccurring?
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay.
I was already saying that there should be an organized way of bringing these people into this kind of way.
Okay.
Because sometimes it looks like they just randomly, or maybe some of them even select themselves.
Okay.
They hear that there's a need for this kind of thing. They just volunteer themselves that, okay, this is our area, we have some security issues, and let's volunteer to do this thing. And you see some people coming out. So there should be more, they should organize, there should be a way, there should be a body to organize these people. Let it be like an employment. Let it be that they will follow some procedures before they start doing this. Because the lives of people and their properties, their valuables, are in danger. And then we have people that said they are securing them, people impersonating police, the army, the army even. So it should be looked into, like we have established before. They are important.
Okay,
But
okay.
since it is becoming like this, uh, something should be done about it.
All right.
To
Thank you so.
canalize the way people into this.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for this perspective. We hope that the government will do something about this to stop this M&As from reoccurring. But then, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arraigned an Abuja-based couple, Osabohein Ologbose and Hope Ogelemu, before the Federal High Court in Abuja over an alleged 750 million naira fraud. The couple, alongside two companies, is facing 7 counts bordering on obtaining by false pretense, conversion of funds and money laundering. According to the EFCC, the defendants allegedly moved hundreds of millions of naira through bank accounts between January 2023 and April 2024. Funds investigators believe were proceeds of unlawful activities. Part of the money was reportedly used to set up a music and photo studio in Abuja. The anti-graft agency also alleged that the couple lured investors with promises of exporting bitter cola and red cola nut to Hong Kong, China, and Indonesia, but failed to deliver returns or refunds. The court granted bail to Ologbose, denied bail to Ogelemu, and adjourned the case to April 27, 2026 for hearing. Talking about fraud and deception, it keeps happening where people invest money and then they get nothing out of it. I mean, let's look back to the time of MMM and different trades and different fraudulent schemes have come up, and then people keep falling victim even when these things happen every day. And in a situation where we now have a partner involved in this, I mean, we now have a clear case of partners in crime. So when we now have partners being involved in this, it's quite disturbing. And according to the report, the wife of the man is even a nursing mother. She has a 1-year-old child, and then being involved in this crime and all that. I mean, it's a disturbing one. What do you make of this, Ms. Atino?
A couple that is carrying out fraud together. That means while alone at home, this is what they plot. When they sleep, when they wake up in the morning, they have just been plotting this before they come before. Well, this sort of things will continue to happen because the society is filled with people who want to make money the easy way, people who want to make money without, people who want to make money immediately, get rich quick scheme. It's a big problem. And just as you mentioned, MMM and some of these things, when you see this thing happen, nobody was held. Sometimes it will happen and you hear that the person was arrested, that the person was in bail, and then you would not even know what happened to that case. Then somebody will start plotting again, especially now that we have the IT world is developing. People are learning new ways of doing this thing. Somebody will just come out, crowdfunding, all that. Come and invest in this, come and invest in that. People will pay you. And it's making everything scary because sometimes you would have to, when you come across something, maybe an investment that is real, that will profit you. you remember all these other ones, then you are not sure. So instead of risking my hard-earned money, let me just keep it. Let it remain in the account or something. Because of series of these kind of stories that happen. So imagine a couple, wife could not even tell husband. In fact, maybe I'm thinking they suit each other. Maybe it was fraudulent activities
that brought them
actually brought them
together.
Yes. But if it was husband that suggested, wife could not say no, let's not do this thing. Or wife suggested, husband could not say no, let's not do that. So they are really a winning couple. For them to
Winning in the wrong way.
Yes, it's not something that others should cook. It's not something that others should cook. Imagine the kind of money that is involved. So much money involved.
Amen.
You are telling people you want to invest, you're investing in this, and you kept on collecting money. Why you did not use it? What you said you want. So we should be careful before we talk hard money.
All right. All right. So based on the different reports that we have looked at this last one, all the reports have been disturbing. Ms. Atino, what's your final message to our viewers, your final words of advice to our viewers out there?
Okay. The thing is, like I would always say, you cannot totally remove all the bad. We'll just keep saying it and then advocating. And I know that somehow some people will hear it and it will make meaning to them. Why those that are hard in the rep may not really make sense to them. They may not even hear, they may not even be interested to even listen. So as a responsible citizen, responsible person, just keep doing that which is right, keep doing that which is and security conscious, especially on children, especially on minors. Let's be alert, let's have each other's back. Let's have each other's back. When it happens to somebody, let's not look at it that the person did not do what was right. Like he's on that girl's comment section. Imagine her going through people's comments on top her pain. So it's really this kind of things together. Think of ways to bring the perpetrator of that way to book and let him face justice. But then some people are already having a lot of things to say to blame the victim. So it is not good. If we all, as responsible citizens of society, can together keep saying these things, keep making good input concerning them, at the long run, any other person that could be conceiving evil can start to change.
Okay.
And it will be easier to find these people. When together we are of one voice and requesting for a change, asking for the right thing to be done, and condemning these things. So it's better and easier that way. And for us to continue to blame every time something bad happens. Let us stop blaming the victim. Let us stay security conscious too, because these people are all around us.
All right, thank you so much for all of these great contributions you have made. It's always beautiful having you on the show, Miss Atino. And because we do not have all the time to ourselves, this is where we wrap it up on this episode of Atlantic Society Watch. Thank you once again, Ms. Atino. We're open for sponsorship of this program, jingles and advertisements, news and events coverage, personality, society, and political interviews, product, service promotions, and commercials. Watch us live on www.atlanticnetwork.tv, Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV platform, Ifastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV. Connect with us on ATN socials. Subscribe, like, and share. Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network. Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. And on X at Atlantic TV Net. Remember and don't forget that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching. I am Ofina Anucha.